Y'all, life is not real. It's all fake. Welcome to the vlog that you've clicked on. I needed to give a story time before you see the clips that you're about to see, because if you read the title, I do in fact lose my tooth in this video, and I'm filming this post-op. I am a week post-op today. You wouldn't know that I lost my front tooth, but I did. So I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. If you are not into seeing people without their teeth or post-surgery, seeing surgical sites, seeing a little bit of blood, be warned that I do have timestamps where you can skip ahead to, so you won't be flashbanged with anything crazy, but also be aware that that is in this video, and if that's not for you, no worries. Move on. Have a good day. But I have to share the story of the craziness the last couple weeks. So buckle up, get some popcorn, get a drink, get a friend, because you're in for one today. Okay, so it's Sunday night. I'm coming home from my fiance's family's house. I'd had a great night. I get home, back to my dorm room. I turn on my heated blanket. I go to take a shower. I'd get all showered up. I'm all cozy. I brush my teeth. I put my retainer in like I do most nights. And I go to bed, right? Great night. Wake up the next morning, and it's my first day of my senior final semester of college. So I got all my stuff together. I am ready to go for all of my classes. I'm ready for it to be a great last semester. It's gonna be a good one. But when I wake up, I find that my teeth are kind of sore from my retainer. And I mean, that can happen sometimes if you haven't worn your retainer in a couple days. In the last few months, I've been training out of my retainer, so instead of wearing it every night like I have since I was 17, and I got my braces off, I've been wearing it every 2 to 3 nights so that my teeth get used to retaining their shape without needing the physical retainer in, right? So occasionally I'll be sore, but you know, they were more sore than usual. I didn't think too much of it. Go to my classes, seeing friends I haven't seen in a month or so. I'm having a good time. And then I get to the end of my classes and I realize that my teeth are really hurting, and specifically my right incisor. And you may think, okay, why is that weird? Well, let me tell you, because it is 2016 all over again. And what happened in 2016 but an injury to my front tooth? Me and my older sister were playing around, having a good old time. Phone comes flying at my face, hits me, my tooth breaks straight in half. I get it rebonded, had it rebonded over the years. It's been no issue. They've told me that, hey, eventually, because you've had trauma to this front tooth, you may need to get a root canal. But for right now, you're totally good. Unless you start having pain, you are chilling. So I've been chill for the last 10 years. But anytime I have pain in that tooth, which has never happened before, I am a little anxious because I know that I may eventually need a root canal. So I'm like, okay, that tooth kind of hurts. It's probably just because of my retainer. You know, hadn't worn it in a couple days. It's fine. So I care about my day, and then I go to see my fiance, and we're hanging out, and my teeth start to really hurt. And now it's no longer just my front tooth. It's all the way up into my eye. Like all my sinuses all the way down my jaw, and it's all I can think about. And I'm not a wimp when it comes to pain, but I was a wimp today. Well, that day, because I could not think, I could not move. I was on all the Tylenol and ibuprofen I could think to take, and I was in agony. But I was like, okay, I don't really know what to do about it. Maybe it'll get better. Girl, it ain't gonna get better. It doesn't get better. So that night comes around, and I'm driving back to my dorm, and I'm realizing that my lip right here is kind of swollen, and that is very strange and a little concerning to me. And the pain has not subsided the way that I wanted it to. So I'm calling my fiance, and I'm like, I don't know if I should go to the ER. I don't think I should go to the ER because they can't really do anything for dental issues. But I do think I should try to set an appointment with a dentist tomorrow. So I go online, I find an emergency dentist that can fit me in at 9 a.m. the next morning. Great, wonderful. That's what I thought. So took some more pain meds, and I'm just praying that the Lord will help me sleep because I can't do anything until the morning. So I go to bed, and I did manage to fall asleep, though it wasn't very fun. And I wake up at 2 a.m. And I woke up because I realized I could not feel my face. I could feel it, but not in the way that I should be able to feel it, if you know what I mean. So I get up and I crawl out of my bed and I go over to the little window. I got my little flashlight on my phone on because I'm not trying to wake up my roommate. And I look in the mirror. I look like Janice. You know Janice from the Muppets? That's what my face looked like. And I'm going to go ahead and insert the photo and video of what my face looked like. Because That's not right. As you can tell, I don't look like no Muppet. And my tooth hurt severely and my lip was swollen. And so my first thought was, shoot, if I try to go back to sleep, my throat's gonna swell up. So once again, what do? But I call my fiance and I call him like, honey, I gotta go to the ER. Because not only is my lip swollen, but I'm feeling shaky, I have body aches. I very much so have an infection. And by this point, that is made very clear. So I go to the ER and I'm telling them what's going on, and they're kind of looking at me like, what's this girl in here? You are the only one in here, and you clearly don't need to be at the ER, but whatever. They gave me a steroid shot in my butt cheek, which actually did really help. They gave me some antibiotics, and they said, you probably just have some minor gingivitis. Go to the dentist, you'll be fine. So I get my meds, I go back, and I try to fall back asleep. I do. And then I get up the next morning for my dentist appointment, and I go. And they're taking all the scans imaginable, x-rays, scans, feeling around in my mouth, looking at everything. And here I am thinking, okay, I'm just gonna need a root canal, or maybe I just need some antibiotics. But it's not that big of a deal. It's gonna be okay, and then I'll be able to go to my classes later today. Because mind you, I still had classes this day. It's the first week of school. So Dr. Dentist comes in, nice guy, he sits down, he's got the same name as my fiance, same first name, and so I thought, this is gonna be great. What can go wrong? Well, a lot can go wrong, because he says, hi, nice to meet you, say goodbye to your tooth, because this right here is what your x-ray looks like, and this black all up in here, that's infection. You know what this black should be? Bone. You know what you're missing? Bone. So yeah, and he says, there's no way that your tooth is going to reattach. If you get a root canal, it's only going to delay the process, but your tooth has to go. You need a bone graft, you need an implant placed, you're going to have a partial for a couple months, and then eventually you'll have your crown placed into your implant. And then you'll be fine, you'll be good to go, you won't ever have any more issues with it. That implant will function just like a normal root of your tooth. Dr. Dentist, I'm getting married in 5 months. I don't have time for this long process of my teeth because I need all of my teeth for my wedding. Hello? You think I'm gonna be Hillbilly Joe instead of Princess Maddie on my wedding? No! He's like, okay, let's see what we can do, because usually this whole procedure process takes about 8 months. So we're gonna make sure that you have your permanent tooth and that it's all healed by your wedding. I'm like, okay. He's looking at my teeth. I've never had a cavity. I've never had any issues with my teeth. My teeth are very healthy, minus my injured one. We're gonna try to move the time frame closer, and instead of doing 4 different surgeries, we're gonna do them all on the same day. Great! So, in the span of 24 hours, I went from having no pain to finding out that I'm going to lose my tooth and have 4 surgeries in one day and then have a fake tooth for a while. So we get all the scans ready and prepped, and I've just accepted my fate at this point. And I have to wait a week and a half from that initial doctor's appointment before I can have my surgery. The clips you're about to see are from day of surgery and then some post-op clips. Obviously it went well because I'm here and I look normal and everything's fine. But this is a fake tooth. You can tell when I'm up close, but you can't tell in person. Like, especially when I'm just talking like this, you can't tell at all. But you're about to see the whole clips of everything. Enjoy. Be warned for the timestamps if you want to avoid blood or issues. But that is the story of all of the chaos. Good morning, y'all. It's the day of surgery. Got me a Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit before I am on soft foods for 6 to 8 weeks, so it's gonna be good. I'm a little nervous, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine, right?
All right, my loves.
My lip is swollen. Not again. Janice part 2.
Round 2.
Ooh, I can't feel my nose. Okay, y'all, we are post-op, and this is my new tooth for the next while. The numbing does not last as long as you would think, and it actually really hurts all over my teeth, but you can tell, obviously, like, it's an implant from here, but you can't tell that it's this one when I'm just like, I can't smile all the way because my lip is super swollen. a little emotional because I was my tooth and it's gone, and it makes me sad, but it's okay, it's okay. This is a beautiful tooth. I have a lisp now, but it's okay. It looks good. It's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. And now I want a nap and a smoothie.
What do you want?
Smoothie?
You just want a smoothie?
My brain's not working. Oh, that looks good too. It looks so yummy. Okay, I know what I want. It's in the car. Okay, y'all, I took about like a 3.5, 4 hour nap, and I'm feeling good. I do have a little bit of swelling, especially around the partial where my gums are still so swollen from, earlier videos I'm sure that I'll put in. You can tell, like, it's just really red and kind of purple in there, and so that's a little irritating. You can tell that I have the slightest lisp, but that's okay. I'm feeling okay. I just had a yogurt, drinking a protein shake. I'm gonna be on super soft foods for the next couple days, so like think more liquid than solid. Like yogurt's the most solid I'm gonna get. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling mostly lucid. Like I'm not too loopy anymore, but then again, I wouldn't want to do anything that requires any brain power, so I'm just gonna be in bed for the rest of the night, and I'll probably update you in the morning unless something happens. So yeah. Good morning, y'all. It is the next morning. My tooth, I feel like, has moved. Like, I feel like it's really noticeable now that it's not my tooth, and I think that's because of swelling. Maybe something's not in the right position. But I'm about to go to my post-op appointment. My pain's not that bad. Swelling is still there. It's not great, but we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, y'all, so I just got done at my post-op, and they said that everything's looking good. I had a couple things adjusted so that there's a little bit less pressure on my tooth, and then I go back in 4 months to get my permanent tooth. So I should be all set for now, hopefully. So it is officially a week post-op. From that last clip that you saw. I'm not going to take my tooth out right now, but my stitches are finally starting to dissolve a little bit towards the back. I don't have any more pain. I don't have any more swelling. It's still a little bit sore, of course, if I put my tongue on the actual gum site, but I'm not really doing that much. So thank you for watching. I will update in the future if there's anything to update on, but until those 4 months, this is the last of tooth-related content, hopefully, Lord willing. But thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button as a prayer for my tooth. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!